On Wednesdays, we wear pink. Hi everyone, I'm Dayna, and this is Dayna's Music Notes. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all got the Wednesdays we wear pink reference. It's from Mean Girls, and if you haven't seen Mean Girls yet, you need to. It's really cute, it's funny, and there's actually a lot of life lessons in there that are good for everyone. So today we're going to start lesson 4. We're going to be learning the E scale today, so I hope you've been practicing all your scales and chords and you're ready for a new one. Also, in honor of Wednesdays We Wear Pink, I'm going to play one of my favorite Pink songs at the end of this, and I'm going to show you the chords so that you can play it too. So I hope you're ready. Let's go. Okay, as always, we're going to start with our quick review. First, you learned your C scale. Then you learned your G scale. There's your F sharp. Last week we learned D. Now where your pinky is, we're going to move up. This is your A, and it's going to have 3 sharps. Same fingering, we have a C sharp, thumb under to the D, E, and then these 2 sharps together, F sharp, G sharp, A. And the A chord is going to be A, C sharp, E. So right now I'm going to show you what a treble clef and a bass clef look like. Now, if you remember in one of our earlier lessons, I talked about the treble clef being from middle C up the keyboard. This is your treble clef. So when you see that, that means that is what is above the middle C, and it's usually what your right hand plays. And to draw one, just start with a straight line down, come back up to the top, do a little loop, big loop, come back around, and you've got your treble clef. Now I'm going to grab a different color here because this is also known as the G clef, and I'll show you why in a little while, but you can kind of see the G in there. See it? So your treble clef or your G clef. Okay, now let's look at a bass clef. A bass clef starts with a dot that's actually on the F line, comes around, and then you've got 2 dots here. Now the bass clef is also called your F clef. Now you can't see that as easily, but actually if you think of a cursive F, then you can see it a little bit better and think of that as your F line. Okay, so now we're going to go over and I'm going to show you on the staff why this is called a G clef and an F clef instead of a treble and a bass clef. Okay, so right here we have a staff. Remember, when I drew out those lines right here, they're quite a bit straighter. But your staff has 5 lines in the treble clef, 5 lines in the bass clef. And I already drew up a quick treble clef and bass clef. And this right here is just a brace that connects the 2 clefs together. All right, so when you're drawing a treble clef, where that little curly Q goes across, the line that goes right between there is your, G line. So that means that note right there is a G. And this line that goes between the dots of your bass clef is an F. So that note is an F. Now it's not just any G or F on the piano. This is your middle C. It's just the line that breaks up both of the treble and bass clef, the note right in the middle. So if this is a middle C, this is that G directly above middle C, and this is the F directly below the middle C. And notice if you go C, D, E, F, G, and if we count backwards, C, B, A, G, F. And that might be a little confusing. We'll learn more about that later down the road. Is the pink song we're going to learn What About Us. And even though I haven't taught you to read music yet, what you're going to do is just follow along and play it by memory as I play it. But so notice these are called measures. You can see these lines, those are bar lines. So all you have to learn is the first 3 measures of this song and you'll be able to play the whole entire song. Now it does have a lot of flats, so that means we're going to be playing a lot of black keys, but let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to do is your thumb on middle C and finger 4 on the A flat, and you're going to play that twice. Then you're going to move down and play the C and the G, play that twice, move down one more, and then just middle C by itself. That's the first measure. Second measure, you're going to play A flat with your thumb and the F with finger 4. Play that twice. Then you're going to move down to the E flat. Your thumb is still on A. Then move down to the D flat and the A flat. So, all right, so let's do that from the beginning. Next measure. Here's the last measure you need to know. A flat still, C. Now the D flat. Back to the C. So. And then that measure you play it twice. So from the beginning. So if you've heard the song before, that's going to make it a little bit easier for you. Now I'm going to show you what your left hand's going to be doing. So this is called an octave. When you play whatever key you're playing, we're playing an F, and then the F below it. If you play those together, that's an octave. So that's our first measure, is just playing an F, and this is the F right below middle C. So you play that through the whole first measure. Now, if you can't do an octave, you could just play this F by itself. But if you can do octaves, next you're going to move down to the D flat, an octave. That's through the second measure. Your third measure, A flat, octave. And this just holds through the third and the fourth measure. And since I'm holding my camera with the other hand, I can't quite do those together. So I will be back with you in just one moment. That's all it is. Okay, so now we will put the two hands together. Notice in that fourth measure, I didn't play that A flat again. I just kept holding it. And that's all there is to it. If this is a little too hard for you right now, just feel free to wait several lessons down the road, and you can always come back and try this again. Today we have a special guest with us. This is my grandson, Colin. You want to say hi to everybody, Colin?
Hi.
He's 8 years old, and he's here to help me today with this song. But it's a really long song. It's like 8 pages long, so he's going to help pull the pages, and he's also going to sing it with me. So Colin, are you ready?
I'll be ready.
Perfect. Let's do it. Okay, just a little note. My voice does not go up as high as this song does, so I'm apologizing in advance when my voice kind of cracks or whatever, so I apologize. All right, you ready?
I'll be ready.
Pointed up at the stars.